One of the most subtle yet most devastating forms of abuse you experience in a narcissistic relationship has absolutely nothing to do with the silent treatment or stonewalling. There is another kind of abuse. When a narcissist puts you through it, it completely shatters your soul. It triggers severe autoimmune conditions. It makes you physically feel choked and attacked all the time. The abuse I talk about today is called urgency abuse. They use a constant state of hurry to make you run around like a headless chicken while they just sit back and issue orders. They create a fake emergency out of thin air just to watch you scramble. You prepare to leave the house, and suddenly the entire atmosphere shifts. They pace around the room like a caged animal. They ask how much longer you need. They stand at the front door with the keys in their hand and they sigh loudly. They tell you that you will make them late, even when you still have plenty of extra time. Your heart beats fast, your chest tightens, you throw on your clothes, you skip your hair, and you completely forget the items you needed just to step out the door. They do not act this way to save 10 minutes. They do this to establish absolute control. They train you to experience your own natural pace as a complete inconvenience to them. This constant rush acts exactly like a poison to your nervous system, and it traps your body in severe survival mode long after the moment passes. And that's what I'm going to tell you about today. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome. In this episode, we will break down exactly how urgency abuse destroys your nervous system and traps you in a severe survival mode so that you can just recognize it and find a way to get out. I also want to personally invite you to my live masterclass workshop happening on August 30th called Reset Your Cortisol and Other Stress Hormones After Narcissistic Abuse. The link to join at an early bird price is just right in the description as well as the comments below. Make sure you claim your spot right now. One of the strangest and most painful signs of urgency abuse happens in the most normal everyday moments. A narcissist rarely ever waits for you. Picture yourself at the grocery store. You stand at the checkout counter, you pay for your items, and before you even put your credit card away or pick up the receipt, they walk off. They leave you there. You frantically stuff everything into your bags and you rush out the door just to chase after them. You arrive somewhere together in a car. The exact moment the car stops, they step out. They start their walk toward the building while you still close your door. You try to fix your clothes, grab your bag, and lock the car. They could easily wait 10 seconds for you. But somehow those 10 seconds always feel like a massive burden to them. After years of this toxic treatment, you become the person who constantly hurries just to catch up with the partner who was supposed to walk beside you, not ahead of you. They treat you like a burden instead of a companion. If you know exactly how this constant rush feels and you remember the extreme panic of chasing after them while they walked away, I want you to drop the word stop in the comments below because I want you to stop the chase. Just put an end to it by putting it in writing, and you can finally validate that their impatience was an attack on your peace, not a normal part of your relationship. This urgency leaks into every single corner of your daily routine. The fake urgency even ruins the moments that should bring you pure joy. Even choosing your food becomes something you must do under extreme pressure. You sit down at a night restaurant. The entire purpose of this trip was supposed to be a relaxing night out. You open the menu, but they already decided what they want. Now, every single extra minute you take feels like you personally delay their entire life. They stare at you and ask, "What are you getting?" They tell you, "Just choose something." They sigh and ask, "Why does it take you so long?" So, what do? You feel a tight grip in your throat. You order whatever you see first. This is exactly what living around chronic narcissistic impatience does to your mind. Eventually, you completely stop asking yourself, "What do I actually want?" Your first question becomes, "What can I choose quickly enough to stop them from getting irritated. You erase your own desires just to keep the peace. The exact same panic happens inside your own home. Their simple hunger quickly becomes another massive household emergency. They feel hungry and you start to cook. But somehow, the simple fact that food takes time to prepare becomes your ultimate personal failure. They constantly enter the kitchen and ask, "Is it ready yet?" They eat raw ingredients off the counter. They complain loudly about how hungry they feel. They suggest you should have started earlier. They hover around you like a dark storm cloud until your nervous system cooks the food at twice the normal speed. You stand there, you prepare a warm meal to care for them, and you still feel as though you do something horribly wrong because the food does not magically appear fast enough. With a narcissist, even your act of deep care becomes another perfect opportunity for them to punish the person who provides the care. If you remember the extreme panic of trying to cook, order food, or get dressed while they stood over you like a ticking time bomb, I want you to release the pressure in the comments right now. Claim your space back. Tell the universe you will never let someone rush your peace again, and you take your power back today. When you step back and look at this dynamic, you notice something even stranger and far more toxic. You notice the sick double standard. Their time remains incredibly sacred, but your time stays endlessly available to them. They can easily force you to wait in the car for 20 minutes. They can spend 40 minutes as they search for something they misplaced. They can disappear into their phone when you stand at the door, completely ready to leave. They can change your weekend plans at the absolute last minute without a single apology. But the second you make them wait just 5 minutes for you, massive tension fills the entire room. They punish you with cold silence or a sudden rage. That hypocritical double standard makes the constant rush so deeply exhausting. You realize the real rule of the house was never, "We should respect each other's time." The true hidden rule was always, "You must wait comfortably for me, but I should never have to wait comfortably for you." They believe they sit on a royal throne and you exist simply as their loyal servant. This brings us to the absolute darkest part of this urgency abuse. It completely destroys your biology. When you live for years around this toxic monster who turns ordinary moments into life or death emergencies, your physical body completely forgets what calm feels. You live in a constant state of fight or flight. Your brain constantly perceives a severe threat, even when you just try to eat a meal or put on your shoes. Because of this constant daily panic, your brain pumps massive amounts of cortisol and other stress hormones into your bloodstream. Cortisol acts as your primary stress hormone. In short bursts, it keeps you alive. But when a narcissist keeps your cortisol levels maxed out every single day, it turns into a highly destructive poison inside your body. This is exactly why you feel choked all the time. That tight feeling in your throat, that heavy weight on your chest, that complete inability to take a deep breath. That is your nervous system as it braces for an attack that never ends. When your body runs this extreme marathon every single day, it completely breaks down. Your immune system crashes. This constant manufactured urgency directly triggers severe autoimmune conditions. Your body actually attacks itself because the toxic environment completely overwhelmed its natural defenses. You develop mysterious joint pain, you feel extreme bone deep fatigue, you deal with severe inflammation that damages your cells and organs. The abuse literally alters your physical health. This physical damage lasts long after the narcissist walks out the door. Even after they are permanently gone, you may still eat your meals incredibly fast, like I did. You rush through your morning routine. You feel a massive wave of guilt when you simply sit on the couch to rest. You become deeply anxious whenever someone else waits for you. Your body stays trapped in a severe survival mode. You constantly look over your shoulder for a threat that no longer exists, and your physical health pays the ultimate price. If you realize that your physical health and your nervous system took a massive hit because of this constant panic and you refuse to live in survival mode anymore, I want you to drop the word heal in the comments right now. Make a promise to yourself, to your own body today, that you will guide it back to absolute safety. Put it in writing so you acknowledge that your exhaustion is a real biological injury, not a personal weakness. This biological reality is exactly why your healing journey cannot stop at simply understanding what happened to you. Reading about narcissism acts as a great first step. It validates your mind, but it's never enough to cure the deep physical damage. Your physical body desperately needs your help to step out of survival mode. You must actively train your nervous system to feel safe again. You have to remove the toxic cortisol from your blood and your biological clock. You hold the absolute power to completely reset your biology, and I want to show you exactly how to do it. This is exactly why you must join my upcoming live workshop on August 30th. It is called Reset Your Cortisol and Other Stress Hormones After Narcissistic Abuse. I'll guide you through the exact step by step process to calm your nervous system, lower your physical inflammation, and take your health back. We'll dive deep into the specific tools you need to heal your adrenal glands and bring your body back to a state of complete peace. Make sure you click the link right down in the description or in the pinned comments below to secure your spot for August 30th. You survived the absolute worst side of human nature. You owe it to yourself to finally breathe freely again. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.